we're going to look at the gradient panel and the gradient tool. You may notice over on the right hand side, the gradient panel and the gradient tool are identical. So you need to use the gradient panel over to the right first to be able to use the gradient tool. So what you do is you click it. Okay, if yours looks like this, all you have to do is click Show Options. And then now that I have this selected, you have to know and look below the gradient. What are you applying a gradient to? Which is activated, the fill or the stroke? With this, it's the fill. Perfect. You can apply it to the stroke, that's fine, but I'm going to do the fill. So to activate it, like it says when you hover over, you just click. Okay, and now you have a gradient. You can change it to radial, okay, or you can do this freedom gradient, but I'm just going to do show you actually linear and radial. Okay, so I'm going to do linear first. And down at the bottom, you can actually adjust this slider. So I'm just pulling over the black more, or I can move it the opposite direction, and you'll notice that it'll change. Okay, if you want to change the colors, you just double click on the circles. Your swatches panel will automatically come up, but you'll notice that you also have access to your color. And you'll see it's black and white. All you have to do is go up in the upper right hand corner, change it to CMYK, and now you can click and drag and find that color that you want. Okay. Same goes if I want to change the black. Double click. I want CMYK. Click this color. Perfect. Now, if you go underneath and you get a little plus by your cursor, okay, you can add another color. So I just added a color, and now I'm going to add, let's do this color. Okay, and again on the slider, you just slide it around. Okay, I want this one to be less. Like that. If you want to get rid of one, you just click on it and trash it. Okay, you can also change the opacity as well. But then over on the left hand side, if you grab the gradient tool will show up. It's just a slider on the actual object. Okay, so a couple things you can do is just slide this around like you did over here on the panel. But if you go to the side that is a square, okay, right here, you can make it longer, shorter. Okay, you can also get a rotate, and you can rotate your, and you can pull this side down as well. Maybe. I think on yours it works, not so much on mine. Or maybe I'm frozen. There we go. Pull it down. I can change it up. Okay, I could do radial as well. Same thing, radial. Obviously, you can push it all the way around. Okay, but then you can slide your colors to however far you want. And you can add as many colors as you want. Okay, notice as this gradient changes slider, so does this one. Okay, so we could do opacity at 60%, and then we could apply something behind it. So let's do stroke of black, and let's throw it behind. So I'm going to grab my layers panel. I just want to show you. Okay, so now you will see that the ellipse has somewhat see-through areas, okay, because we changed the opacity with our circle. Okay, right here, 60%.